All right, next up, we have Marko. Marko's company is DV&E Partners, strategy management and technical consulting for consumer experiences related to payments and digital currencies / value. Marko, yes. Take it away.
All right. So DV&E Partners is my current company, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. First, a question. How many of you absolutely love your bank? Any hands? One person. Maybe 5% of the crowd. Exactly, and that's how most people feel. We agree. We think banking is hopelessly outdated the way it's currently run. And the reason it's outdated is because it was built, not only were the features built in the 70s and the platforms built in the 70s, but the whole concept around how credit should be extended and what makes you a good borrower was also built in the 70s. It's time for all of that to change. So that's what we're doing. We are building a next-generation banking platform that specifically does 5 things that are different than what anyone else has done. The first is that it will be mobile-only, mobile-first, mobile all the way. That means if you want a mortgage loan, you get it on your phone. If you want a car loan, you get it on your phone. If you want to send money to your mom, you do it on your phone. And how quickly do things normally happen on your phone? When you send a message on Facebook, do you wait 2-3 days for it to post? No. Neither will you wait for your payment to post. We've gotten too accustomed to dealing with banks in a slow, frustrating, tedious way. In a world of Google search and Siri and driverless cars, it's time for this to go away. So that's the first thing we're doing, mobile first. And the deep part of that really is that it's a commitment to maintaining a leading edge mobile experience. And that specifically means that when technology improves, our experience will improve. It's not the sense of it's good enough and we'll wait 10 years until everything else catches up, but always being on the bleeding edge. There are 3 other things we're doing that are also different, and I'll touch on briefly. One is that these are all patent pending, so please don't steal them, but if you do, we'll sue you. The first is what we're calling behavioral lending. So it's a combination of personality profiling, financial data, social data, and mobile data. This thing keeps track of who you talk to, how often you talk to, what you say to them, what times of day, when you wake up, how much you walk, etc. We are combining these data elements into a large algorithm that can build a personalized underwriting model for each individual. So while FICO is a component of that, it's not the only piece. The fact is FICO fails to capture a lot of borrowers who are good credit risks in certain scenarios, and that's the group we want to serve. The second thing we're doing that's unique is we're building what we're tentatively calling MyCoin, but it's a system to let you withdraw and transact with blockchain-based funds in the offline world, literally print them out, pass them around, and use them to buy things. The final thing we're doing that is unique is we're calling it Pebble Gamified Rewards. So we've looked at advances in cognitive science and come up with a way to structure rewards, earning, and redemption such that it encourages a greater velocity of rewards to flow through the account. I can't go too much into detail since we don't have a demo ready, and a lot of it's fairly secret sauce, but that's the essence of our product. Now, why the heck should you listen to me? I'm just some random dude up here with a microphone. Well, my partners and I have been very lucky. We've been in this space a long time. Between the 3 of us, we have 20 years of experience in consumer bank marketing, 15 years of experience in payments operations, and 15 years of experience in consumer mobile development, including 30 apps sold in the App Store. We also have 3 past exits for a combined total value of $1.8 billion. So this is why I feel we have credibility. And we are looking for partners and customers and potentially investors, although that would be a long conversation. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm reminded of my bank's history, Bank of America, which was a nice Italian man who, after the great earthquake in San Francisco in 1906, set up a wood crate on the docks, and he took money and loaned and deposited. Like, that's what banking used to be. Now Bank of America, well, it's not a man on a dock. Anyway, the idea that there's a personality that you bring to this banking, and like, I trust you in the way that you present yourself. And I thought that was very strong. The one major recommendation I would make, and you guys can disagree with me on this, is I was always told, and I always tell singers, there's one thing you should never do with your hands, and that's put them in your pocket while you're singing. And I know all your hand gestures were fantastic, everything like that, but the hand in the pocket, I think I wouldn't do. It just sends a little bit of a different signal. But that's such a small point to be able to make when you're speaking so enthusiastically and generously about something that is a big problem in our culture, our economy. Banking has created significant problems, and a lot of the opportunities and products that you're talking about, I think, are really compelling. So that's exciting to hear. Sims?
Marko. So I love the way you began. I thought it was very strong. You laid out what you were going to say, you know, the 5 things, and I got the first one, and then I sort of missed whether or not there was a fourth or a second or a third. I mean, mobile first, and then what was the other one?
I actually left out the second one, so I only spoke of 4.
Okay,
So
right.
Mobile
So,
first, behavioral lending, MyCoin, and Pebble Pool.
okay, so my brain goes, where's the 5th thing? You know, all right. But I think you spoke with great clarity and conviction about what you want to do, and very believable, very believable. My big question was, what does it mean for me, the consumer? That was, you know, I don't know if you articulated that.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well done, Marko. Thank you so much. Not that it's cogent to our discussion right now, but it did at one point when you first started about starting a new bank, reminded me of an old Steve Martin routine where he was like, "Hi, I'm Fred. I have Fred's bank." And it was just him with a suit. And he was like, "I have some money here in this pocket." Anyway, old Steve Martin discs, listen to them. Let's Get Small. I highly recommend